On this week's RV Destination Story, Michelle and Lori take us to the historic town of Jerome, Arizona, where they check out the Mingus Mountain Recreation Area and the Jerome State Historic Park. Then, with so many RVers today having at least one slide out, Mark and Don Polk from RV Education 101 show us how to replace that slide out rubber seal. Later, one of our favorite recipes ever on our show was Yvonne Schmatter's apple pie salad. And believe me, it is delicious. Well, even though we have this recipe on our website, Food and Beverage section, we keep getting requests to show her actually making this dish. So, today we'll do just that. These stories and more on this week's Rollin on TV. Closed and Spanish captioning, where available, is sponsored by Forest River. Follow the river.
Hi, Michelle from Rollin on TV. Laurie's behind the camera. Today's story is about a unique small town at the top of Mingus Mountain. This is Route 89A. It goes up the mountain, lots of curves, twists, turns, switchbacks. Not really recommended for big RVs. If you're going north and your destination is Sedona or Flagstaff, you definitely want to bypass this mountain and take Route 17. It's a beautiful road. Motorcyclists love it. Small campers can get up there. There's one primary road that goes through Jerome, and that's Route 89A. From the north, you're leaving Prescott Valley, Arizona, to go to Jerome. From the south, you're leaving Cottonwood, and we'll show you that in a bit. The closest RV full hookup campground in Prescott Valley is the Fairgrounds RV Park. And if you enjoy live horse racing, Arizona Downs adjoins the Fairground RV Park. Heading towards Jerome, we enter the Prescott National Forest and then the Mingus Recreation Area. In this recreation area, there are several camping possibilities. On the left, you'll find Potato Patch. There's 28 sites, and 12 of those sites have 30 amp electric. And it's designed for RVs with a max of 40 feet. On the right is Mingus Mountain Campgrounds, and they have 19 trailer RV electric hookups for $14 a night. Potato Patch is $18 a night. We're at the top of Mingus Mountain in the Mingus Campground area. This is part of the Prescott National Forest. And now we're going to go on to the town of Jerome. We start going down in elevation a little bit. We are overlooking the beautiful valley of Verde Valley. In Verde Valley is Cottonwood, Sedona, Jerome. There are 7 towns included in Verde Valley. Before we show you Jerome, let's pause and take a look at what it's like coming up from the Cottonwood side, 89A South. Cottonwood has an altitude of 3,300 feet, so it's lower than Prescott Valley or Jerome and is warmer. There are many campgrounds in Cottonwood. Cottonwood to Jerome is only 8 miles, and it's a very easily traveled road. If you wanted to bring your big RV up here, we're going to show you a couple of spots that you'd be able to maneuver in. One of the nice things about coming up this way is you get to see Jerome as you're entering it. Just as you pull into the area, notice this old sign on the right. Stop and learn a little bit about Jerome. It was incorporated in 1899 and it sits on Cleopatra Hill. It's a great spot for that photo of Jerome, and there's room for your RV to pull over. Next, on your right, look for the Jerome State Historic Park. There's a decent-sized parking lot. The Jerome State Historic Park reveals the story of the city of Jerome while preserving the historic Douglas Mansion. The Douglas Mansion has been a landmark in Jerome since 1916, when James S. Douglas built it on the hill just above his Little Daisy mine. Inside You're able to watch a 28-minute video on the history of Jerome mining. It's very entertaining and narrated by one of the famous ghosts. This is one of my favorite exhibits. It's a 3D model of the Jerome mines. There were about 100 miles of mining tunnels beneath the city. In 1912, James S. Douglas purchased and began development of the Little Daisy mine.
We'll check out more about Jerome and the surrounding area right after a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back. Aquachem toss-ins, so fast and easy to use, it could seem like a game. Someone once said, the camping doesn't really start until the RV awning comes out. Whoever said that really knew what they were talking about. Carefree of Colorado, celebrating 45 years of RV awning innovation. For more information, visit our website at carefreeofcolorado.com.
Now let's continue up the road. Notice we're coming into a parking lot, and this says RV tour bus and more parking straight ahead. If you continue, you come to this parking lot where there is plenty of room and it's day use only, and it's about a half a mile to walk back to town. Continue on about a half a mile and you reach the Gold King Mine. When visiting Jerome, there are many things to see, do, experience. Two of the out-of-the-norm things that we enjoy doing and bringing guests to see when they visit are the Gold King Mine in Ghost Town and primitive off-roading. Let's give you a taste of both of them. Right across the way from the Gold King Mine and Ghost Town is a primitive road. Primitive roads are plentiful in Arizona. A primitive road is generally well graded, dirt, no guardrails. If you're afraid of heights, it might not be for you. Phenomenal views. Do bring a full tank of gas, drinking water, picnic lunch. You may be out there all day and just having a blast, so be prepared. Arizona state law provides that a primitive road is a public roadway that is not a state or county highway and was open to the public before June 1975. There are 255 miles designated as primitive road in Arizona, and they are partially maintained. Next, we head into the Gold King Mine at Ghost Town. Notice the large parking lot for RVs on the left. The Gold King Mine is rich in history and experiences. It's fun for adults and kids, as you'll see. You enter through this historic building into a unique shopping experience, and that's where you pay your admission and enter. This tiny area is actually its own town, called Haines, Arizona. And now, let's meet Steve Plouffe, our guide.
This is the actual mine shaft right here. So these wheels were set up here on a head frame above the hole, 1,270 feet.
So this is the shaft where they thought they were going to find copper.
And hit gold.
And hit gold. Now, when kids come in here, what do they gravitate to? What do they enjoy seeing?
The petting zoo. Of course, we've got 30 or 40. Bella, come on. Come on, Bella. That's my pig. So we let all the children come in. We try to keep our pens real clean. This is a 1928 Studebaker. Don Robertson hand-built this car. It's out of a 1928, but there's different components. The motor is courtesy of the first school bus that the city of Prescott, Arizona had, and it's a straight 8-cylinder. They needed a bus with a lot of power. So he got the motor somehow. It's a 28 Studebaker frame. Now, this is the amazing car. We believe that this is the oldest Studebaker car in the world. Out of the 260 made, there are 3 in existence that we know of. And this is 009. The royal family in England has one where they keep their cars, coaches, and carriages. Studebaker, of course, made the finest horse-drawn carriages in the world. The Tsar, the Queen, Lincoln. So they made these 260 electric cars, and they have regenerative braking like the Teslas and the new Toyotas. And of course, you folded this seat ahead in this position, and then you could climb in the back. Now, if you wanted to be sporty, you just folded the back seat down, and you have a 2-seater. This is a World War II submarine motor. Oh. And it powers this sawmill, and it's a very rare engine design. It's a 3-cylinder, 6-piston opposing diesel. So 25 years ago, Don bought this motorcycle fully restored. It's a 1945, and his favorite bike is his 1955. And I told you he raced right up until his mid-60s, late 60s. And so these are 2 of his bikes. They're filthy dirty, but they both still run.
Well, it's definitely time for some refreshments. We're heading up to our favorite restaurant in Jerome, the Asylum, which is inside the Jerome Grand Hotel. You can see more of our coverage on Jerome in the Destination section on RollinOnTV.com.
From off-the-road adventure camping to luxurious full-time RVing and everything in between, Forest River has the RV to fit your needs, budget, and outdoor lifestyle. To see our full line of trailers and motorhomes, visit ForestRiverInc.com. Forest River. Begin the journey. At Norcoal, we realize that some of your favorite RV destinations are off the grid. And Norcoal refrigerators are uniquely designed with that RV experience in mind. We call it Freedom Unplugged. To learn more about our Norcoal RV refrigerator line or to find a dealer near you, visit our website at norcoal.com.
Hi, I'm Mark Polk with RV Education 101. Today we're going to talk about slide outs, and more specifically the slide out seal. The slide out weather strip seal is one of the most important seals on your RV. Its job is to completely seal this massive opening in the RV and prevent water and other unwanted debris from causing costly damage to the interior of the RV. Eventually this seal wears out or gets damaged and needs to be replaced. Our destination camper is an older RV and the slide out seal is worn out, so we're going to replace the seal. Tools we need: an assortment of plastic scrapers, a good cleaner, adhesive remover, scissors, adhesive, and gloves. There are lots of slide out manufacturers and slide out seals. Whenever I need a new weather strip seal, whether it's for a classic car I'm restoring or the RV, I go to Steel Rubber for the replacement seal. Their website is easy to navigate, and if you cannot find the correct seal, you can call customer service and they will assist you. When you order the seal, make sure your measurements are accurate so you don't come up short. We have our replacement weather strip seal from Steel Rubber, so the first step is to remove the old seal. The existing seal on your slide out might be affixed using adhesive, or it could be a push-on type seal with no adhesive. If it is affixed using an adhesive like this one, you can use a plastic scraper to assist in removing the old adhesive. Remove as much of the adhesive as you can. Make sure any products you use do not damage or remove the paint. Clean the surface thoroughly using a good cleaner. It is not necessary to remove all the adhesive from the surface. If replacing the seal involves steps like removing a slide-out topper, you may want to let the professionals handle it. Our replacement seal is a push-on seal manufactured of high-quality EPDM rubber, and if you look right here, you can see it is encased with a flexible metal core base to ensure weather resistance and durability. It has 2 bulbs, one on each side, and a wiper to provide a complete seal when the slide out is closed. With the old seal removed, it's time to install our new seal. To install the seal, we are going to push it on this pinch weld all the way around the slide out. The pinch weld has a raised edge, and our seal is designed to lock on that edge when it's pushed in. It's a tight fit, and the key is to push the new seal all the way into the metal core base. A good plastic tool is helpful to push the seal on, but do not damage the seal. You do not need to use an adhesive with the push-on seal, but it can be used as an added measure of securing the seal to the slide out. If you use an adhesive, make sure it is intended for use with rubber products. We are using Loctite super glue. The corners and the top of the seal are extremely important to the installation because this is where the brunt of the rain hits the seal, especially without a slide topper on the RV. When you go around the corner, you can see the wiper section of the seal does not cooperate very well. That's because we need to cut the wiper to fit properly around the corner. Carefully cut the wiper so the top section overlaps the vertical section of the wiper. Next, we need to make that overlap work together as one piece. Apply a small amount of adhesive and secure the top piece to the vertical piece. Repeat this on the opposite side of the slide out. I recommend inspecting all the seals on your RV a couple times a year. When you discover a worn out or bad seal, order the replacement seal and install it on the RV. If you're not comfortable replacing the seal yourself, take it to your local dealer and have the work done there. These small rubber seals do a big job protecting our RV from costly damage. To learn more about using and maintaining your RV, visit RVOnlineTraining.com. Happy camping.
Wow, am I glad I used Aquachem. Maybe chili wasn't the best idea.
Aquachem, the most powerful odor control available and the #1 seller for over 50 years. Join Rollin on TV and Forest River in supporting care camps to ensure that children with cancer can experience the healing power of the outdoors and camping at these special oncology camps. If you've never heard of care camps, now's the time to visit our website and learn all about this great organization and outstanding work they do on behalf of these children. Stay tuned and see how you can win a specially customized 2021 Forest River No Boundaries travel trailer with the proceeds going directly to care camps. To learn all about care camps and how to win this Super Nobo, visit our website at RollinOnTV.com.
I love apple pie. I mean, who doesn't? The only problem with having an apple pie is when I have it in the house, I eat it all. Yikes. So I got to thinking, how can I have healthy apple pie where I can eat as much as I want without feeling guilty and be one happy camper? then it came to me. Apple pie salad. How perfect is that? I love apple pie and I love salad. So it seemed like a perfect match. And you know what? It kind of is. Plus, it's easy as, well, pie. So here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use one big bowl to mix everything in. It just makes cleanup that much easier. We're going to start with a half a cup of Fage 0% plain yogurt. And I like Fage because it's nice and thick and a little bit tart. Just like that, right into the bottom of our bowl. I'm also going to add 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Just like that. Perfect. Oh, this is fabulous Dijon too. I'm going to mix it around. As you can see, it's just kind of a nice creamy consistency. Little tiny squeeze of lemon juice. Just like so. And believe it or not, this makes an almost mayonnaise. It makes a fabulous pseudo mayonnaise. It's healthy and it is delicious. Now I'm going to add a little bit of honey. Here we go. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of honey. And you know my trick, I'm going to spray my tablespoon first. Beautiful. Nice fresh local honey. See how it just drips right out? Perfect. Delicious. I'm going to mix this up just like so. And you have a pseudo Miracle Whip, but better tasting and better for you. I'm going to add just a couple twists of sea salt like that and a few shakes of cinnamon. Nice. I'm going to mix everything up together. It smells great already. Okay, perfect. Now we're ready for the rest of the apple pie salad. I've got a little platter prepared here. I've got about a cup of finely chopped celery heart. I've got a half a cup of raisins. Look at these giant raisins. They're huge. I've got half a cup of walnuts chopped, and I've got about 3 small-ish Braeburn apples. You can also use Fuji apples. Those are delicious, but use any apple that you really like to eat. And it's really as simple as this. Here we go. We're going to add the celery. Yeah. The raisins, the walnuts. Give it a nice little stir, and in go the rest of the apples. Just like that. We're going to mix everything up until it gets nice and saucy, till all the apples and everything else is coated with the delicious sauce. That looks just about right to me. Perfect. Now we're ready to put it in the bowl. It really is that easy. Beautiful, nice spoonful. Oh, it smells great. Now, what apple pie would be complete without a crust? Since we don't have a crust to go in the bowl, I have a perfect solution for us. Graham crackers. So what I'm going to do is I've got some little mini graham crackers here. I'm going to put them on the side. Perfect. We're going to give it just a little sprinkle, just a slight dusting of cinnamon. Well, there you have it, our easy peasy apple pie salad. You saw how simple it was, and believe me, it is delicious. We've got our apples, walnuts, raisins, our healthy Fage 0% yogurt. I mean, really, what's not to love? Hey, I'm Yvonne. Thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you next time. I'm going to dig into this apple pie salad, so cheers.
For additional information on anything featured on this week's show, along with additional stories, videos, and information about RVs, camping, and the RV lifestyle, along with the latest news and trends, be sure to visit our website at rollinontv.com. As usual, this has been another fun production.